evening. It's with great pride and honor that I would like to welcome administrators, board members, family, friends, the campus community, staff, students, and players to a very special evening to honor, remember, and celebrate our dear friend, mentor, and coach, Coach Ken Reel. Coach Reel's legacy began in 1968 when he was hired as a history teacher here at the middle school. Not only did he impact the thousands of students that walked through his classroom door, but the Campbell Middle School Athletic Department would never be the same. It all started when Coach Bill Wolf asked Mr. Reel to be the director of the intramural program here. It spanned 15 years. During those years, Coach Reel spent time coaching on and off the court, even coaching boys and girls track. Coach Reel, though, is best known and remembered for his tenure as an 8th grade girls basketball coach. Coach Reel set the precedent for our 8th grade girls basketball program in 1985 and served as the only 8th grade girls basketball coach until his retirement in 2012. During those 25 years, Coach Reel compiled over 300 victories. But it wasn't the victories that made Coach Reel a phenomenal coach. It was his steady influence over the athletes and students here at CVMS. The mutual respect held between Coach Reel and his athletes and students will never be forgotten, because Coach Reel was more than a coach. He was like a second dad. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. And that's what he possessed, a magical power. I always told him he had a magical power, and Lincoln confirmed it when he said, if you forfeit the confidence of your fellow citizens, you can never regain their respect and esteem. Coach Reel prided himself in teaching more than basketball skills and fundamentals, but instilling integrity, honor, character, and kindness into each one of his young ladies, both on and off the court. I believe this trait was taken by one of his favorite mentors, UCLA coach, John Wooden, as he said, to be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. Any young lady that was blessed with the opportunity to play for Coach Reel will tell you that they really felt like they were part of a family, his family. Every year he would say it was like taking in 15 daughters. I know he would be so humbled by tonight's honor. I also know that there wasn't a greater joy in his heart than to visit with former athletes or students, especially at the end of the season for a little Wedgwood pizza or a little viewing of Hoosiers, or to watch his players and students grow up and get into teaching and coaching, or just to take a trip to watch the girls play at the state tournament, or just simply being a proud dad coaching alongside his son. Coach Reel will forever be in our lives on so many capacities, and tonight we celebrate, remember, and honor the impact made within these 4 walls. I would now like to invite Mrs. Reel, Matthew, and Amy onto the court. With great pleasure, and behalf of Campbell Local Schools, I would like to officially honor your husband, your fathers, our coach's legacy here at Campbell Village Middle School by dedicating this gym as Coach Reel Court. I have to tell you, Mr. Coach Merritt, who's coaching 8th grade boys, is very instrumental in making sure that this all came to be about. Mr. Adams and his gifts with the court, Mr. Crum and Mr. Hartshorn at the high school as well. And I know that they can't be here, but they would love to be here and give you this honor and be part of it. Coach Friel would be so mad with us right now because there's a game to be played and we're making all this fuss over him. So without further ado, sure.
I wasn't preparing anything to say, but on behalf of the family, I'd just like to thank Sabrina and Mike for putting this together. I'd like to thank the administration for giving my father this honor. I know my father loved a lot of things, the Browns being one of them, but he loved Canfield girls basketball, he loved Canfield schools, and most of all, he loved the Canfield community and the people in it. And that's what made his tenure here so special to him. So on behalf of the family, I'd just like to thank all of you for coming. We're truly humbled by this honor, and I know he's smiling right now with the best seat on the court.
We would like to wish both the Canfield and Hubbard teams the best of luck tonight. First official game on the court, Coach Friel court. And to remember, as Coach Friel would always say after every huddle, they won't remember the score of the game, but it's how you play. And without further ado, let's get this game started on the right foot with one of Mr. Friel's favorites, the national anthem, sung by Samantha Morris.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, their bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled